Hello, sweet soul. Welcome back. I am up on the hill of the church and at Kyrkan, and the sun came out just half an hour ago. So, of course, as everybody in Sweden does, I dropped everything and went outside to enjoy the sunshine. And we are only a mere week away from Christmas, a little more, 10 days. And you may or may not celebrate Christmas. Maybe you celebrate a different holiday at this time of the year. Maybe you don't celebrate a holiday at all and you just watch everybody walking by going a little haywire over whatever they set out to do. There is another one coming up in exactly 1 week. On the 21st of December, it's winter solstice. And it's one of my favorites because I love all the solstices and the equinoxes, and they're very special times to me. They're a good time to come back home, to remember what's truly important. And they're a great time to clean up what has been, to let go of what has been, and to invite in what shall be. So we get to take some time to ourselves to make this time really special, to make it sacred, to setting intentions. And what that looks like for you, whether that is sitting down by yourself at the light of a candle, journaling for half an hour before you go to bed, because before that you got kids to take care of and work to do and all the things, or whether you make it a longer, more extensive ritual, whether you take the time to bathe yourself and to sage the house or a room, whether you put up a corner of things that make you happy, of things that matter to you. All of that is up to you. I love to sing. I love to pray and invite the good spirits in. I love to meditate. I love to dance. I take some time to journal. I very deliberately set my intentions, and I thank the things that I let go of. All of that packed into a few hours on the solstices. And on these days, around the winter solstice, they say the veil is thin. What does that mean? The veil is thin. It means we can perceive more than we can usually perceive. It's very dark. Our eyes don't have that much to see. There's less distraction. I know there can always be distraction. There used to be less distraction when the nights were very long and dark and the days were super short. So we had the chance to turn more inward and to connect with the more subtle sensations. So when we perceive with the senses that we have trained less, these days they're often called the clairs, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, all these things. The more we train them, the more we listen to them, the stronger and clearer they become. And winter solstice is a beautiful one to tune into them. Whether you do that by guidance in form of a guided meditation or in the form of oracle cards, or whether you do that by brain writing, a scientifically proven technique to let you go deeper within your own self and to reflect more deeply. That is completely up to you. I like to do a mash of those things, not as in a hodgepodge. It's a very deliberate ritual that I follow, and it has both sides, the scientific one and the very ancient traditional spiritual one, and they fit together pretty well. So my first wish this week is for you to create a beautiful winter solstice for yourself. And then what follows the winter solstice, very soon thereafter, starting on the 24th, are the 12 smoke nights. In German they're called die 12 Rauhnächte. And the Rauh actually comes from Rauch, which is smoke. So the 12 smoke nights stood for we bless everything by burning some herbs and making sure that the house is really neat and clean for welcoming the new year and for celebrating with a lot of light when currently there is not a lot of sunshine. And there are various ways of how to go through the 12 nights. There can be a bit more internal reflection. There can be a companionship by the archetypes, which is what I'm going to do this year. And if you are interested in following that, I will be live every day to guide you for just a few minutes in the morning. And that way you can either join live or you can watch at any point during the day and tune into the topic for that particular night, as every one of those 12 nights stands for one of the months of the year to come. Every one of the days or nights has a topic, and if we wish, we can associate an archetype along with that. So that will be coming up for you next week. I'm going to do a winter solstice ritual as well, so you can find me online for that. And then from the 24th through the 5th of January, the mornings before the 12 nights, I will be online for a little. And on January 6th, to welcome you to the Night of the Wonders, the 13th night, where we often have gained a little more clarity for the year to come, and where we may have left some old things behind and where we're ready to release. All of this, for me, while yes, we are tied to this online medium for me to communicate to you, it is something that is very much tied to nature, very much tied to being outside, hands in the dirt, or taking a cold walk. I love taking cold walks with as little clothes as possible and just a beanie and mittens to keep my extremities warm, to really let the cold get to me and let that seep deep into my bones. It's a weird way of cleansing. It's like the opposite of sauna. Sauna works, cold baths work, cold walks work as well. So to remind myself how fully alive I am and to connect to that aliveness during the 12 nights, it's one piece that I'll be doing too. You can rinse off cold after your shower. That might be a way to do it. So the connection to nature is really important. Maybe you want to get a couple of herbs, some sage, some sandalwood if you like, Palo Santo. That's a beautiful one to go to. And last, certainly not least, I've had the sense over the past few days that the energy has become a bit more frantic. People are wanting to wrap up some things for work before the holidays. People are preparing for the holidays, or for whichever end of the year break they may want to have. And there is a sense of urgency that comes along with that. And so what we all need right now is a strong sense of compassion for ourselves as we notice these shifts coming, and for everybody around us, so we can walk through this part of the year gracefully and spreading all the love that we often say Christmas is about. That love wants to be spread every single day. The love for yourself, the compassion for yourself, and the compassion and the love for others. The only time we can ever make that happen is right now. Not tomorrow, not the day after, not when I've gotten all the work done. I can only live in the now. So the question that I often carry with myself is, how can I infuse that into everything I do? I hope to see you for winter solstice. Be well, take good care of yourself, and know that I love you.